Yo, what's going on, buddy? This is Don't Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about the Oakland A's and the fact that they are officially now moving. We've already made a couple videos kind of talking about this. They're going to be moving to Las Vegas. But then the thing that we're going to be discussing is they are not going to be moving to Las Vegas for a couple years. Right now, it's about 2027 whenever it's actually going to happen. But they recently came out and they talked about the fact that they're not going to have a stadium, like I said, built in Las Vegas for about that time. So instead of just playing in the Oakland Coliseum, until then, they're going to be playing in a minor league stadium in Sacramento, and it's not even their own minor league stadium. It's the minor league stadium of the San Francisco Giants. We're going to try to make some sense of all this. So first things first, before I go any further, all the info you're going to be seeing on screen, I'll put links to all of it down in the description below. So if you want to check it out for yourself, feel free to do so. But like I said, we're going to get straight into this. So if you go into enjoy, as always, make sure you can drop a like on this video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, first let's talk about why they didn't get the lease at the Coliseum, or wasn't able to extend the lease of the Coliseum. It says here, Alameda County Supervisor David Hobart, however you pronounce it, came out of Tuesday's meeting between the A's and the city of Oakland feeling, quote, hopeful that a deal could come together, but noted that the two sides were very far apart. The A's wanted to pay $17 million on a 2-year extension, while the city wanted $97 million on a 5-year extension, plus a handful of stipulations that included the A's selling their half of the Coliseum property. Oakland officials continued to demand exclusive negotiating rights with the MLB about an expansion team, which MLB was never in position to provide. So basically, as we can see for something we've been talking about with the Oakland A's for a long time, especially with their owner, is a cheap son of a bitch. They are never willing to pay the money, as we see by the payroll. They are not going to pay money. And which the kind of funny thing that I'm trying to figure out is, why are you going to Vegas, a town which is made of money? You know, the Raiders, whenever they left from football, they left Oakland to go to Vegas. That's because their owner is spending money. Why the fuck would you want to go from Oakland to Vegas? Are you going to spend the money? Because clearly from here, not being able to pay money to just keep your lease with the stadium a little longer doesn't make sense to me. But next up, like I said, they're going to be not going to Vegas yet, and they're not going to be within Oakland. They're going to be with Oakland, or the Oakland Coliseum, for the entire 2024 season, and then I believe in 2025 through 2027, that's whenever they're going to be switching over to the, like I said, Sacramento, going up there to the minor league stadium. Now it says here, remarkably, the A's will pay nothing in rent, instead of offering to pay for upgrades to the batting cages, weight rooms, field, seating, and advertising. At least that's what President Dave Kaval promised. Historically, his promises hit about as often as a slot machine at the Tropicana. So the way we're kind of looking at this is, he's saying that he's going to do, like I said, batting cages, weight rooms, field, seating, advertising, help out with money in those areas. Is he going to do it? Probably not. But I think right now the way it's going is the Giants, like I said, they are the major league team, the Sacramento team. They are the minor league team under the San Francisco Giants. So I'm guessing maybe if there's like an agreement between the San Francisco Giants owner and the Oakland A's owner of trying to get some money organized there to where Oakland can say, hey, can we borrow your minor league field for some time? We'll give you some money or try to help out in any way. And I'm guessing the Giants owner basically looked at it and said, I know you're a cheap son of a bitch, and I know you're never going to pay me the money for the rent, so let's just make this easy and let's do something else that you can try to help out with. Batting cages, weight rooms, field, seating, advertising. Can you do that? And I guess they agreed on it, but like I said, it's probably not going to happen. Now, when it comes to switching fields, the first things first that everybody talks about is the players. Who are they going to be happy? Well, let's see. There's one group that could put a stop to the A's move to Sacramento, and that's the Major League Baseball Players Association. The MLBPA must sign off on a temporary home, and putting big leaguers into a minor league ballpark with minor league facilities isn't exactly a sweet deal for them. The MLBPA is currently reviewing the situation and will need to make recommendations based on which parts of Sutter Health Park are in need of upgrades. Next up, when it comes to attendance, says here Sutter Park is a 25-year-old stadium, claims it can hold up to 14,000 people, which I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to Oakland, they barely get around maybe 5,000, if that, maybe 500 in their actual stadium right now. I don't really think the attendance really means much, but moving on, it says here, it's sitting on a grassy areas in the outfield, so probably, I'm going to guess based off of the way it looks, I'll put a picture up on screen, it looks a lot better than the Oakland Coliseum. It says here the A's averaged fewer than 7,000 on their first homestand of the season, and that included the opening day game in a series against a popular team, the Boston Red Sox, back in 2023. Next up, what did the owner of John Fisher have to say about this move? It says here that he's looking forward to watching Yankee slugger Aaron Judge hitting home runs against his team, among other comments he made without taking any questions there on that Thursday. So basically implying he gives no fucks about this team. He can't get this team to Vegas any fucking faster. Now, I thought this one here was a little bit interesting for some people wondering, is there an expansion still possible when it comes to Oakland? It says here it's possible, though currently unlikely, largely because there has yet to be a local ownership group to speak up. Meanwhile, ownership groups in Nashville, Charlotte, Salt Lake City, Portland, and now Sacramento have vocalized their support while Nashville has already secured land for a ballpark, and it's seen as the most likely city to get an expansion team. Now, before I wrap it up, I kind of want to give my opinion on the whole thing, just very briefly. Like I said, the Oakland owner, he's just a cheap SOB. He has no sense of understanding on how to run this team, in my opinion. We look around at other owners in the MLB, we look at other owners, and I'm not saying he needs to be an owner like we see with the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Braves, the Phillies, these teams that are spending the $200 to $300 million payroll. I'm just saying, can he at least do the $100 million? Because if this team goes to Vegas and he is still paying $30 million, $40 million, if that, on a payroll, you need to sell the team. It's almost like, does this guy even care about baseball, or was he doing this as like a baseball venture, but he doesn't have the money anymore, so he's just like, well, this is all I can give you. Like, not only did the Oakland Coliseum, at one point it was awesome, but then it just slowly fell apart. Now you look at the field, everybody hates sliding on the field because everybody complains about the dirt, the grass is shit, the facilities are shit, the stadium is falling apart, leaks everywhere. Like, the comparison of the Oakland Coliseum is like the FedEx Field of Washington in football. And that's basically like a big ass insult, because Washington Commanders Stadium in football sucks, and Oakland Coliseum is pretty damn close. Now, where exactly does this Oakland team go from here? Like I said, this is like a slap in the face to basically tell your players, hey, guess what, guys, for the next 3 years, you're going to be playing in a minor league field from now on. Most of the time, these guys are trying to do everything they can to get out of the minor leagues and stay healthy, get better, play at the top of their game in the majors, not on a minor league field. All I'm going to say is, this is, like I said, it's a slap in the face of the players, it's a slap in the face of the fans, and two things are going to happen here over the next few years. Number one, the Oakland fans, they're going to have to get used to their guys being gone. Now, not only are they not going to be playing in Oakland, but now in order to watch your team, you're going to have to drive the whole way up to Sacramento, which I realize, I think it's not that far. It could be like an hour, if that, for some people. I'm not in California, so I don't know. Yeah, it's roughly a little over an hour. So fans, if they wanted to take that drive, they could. But it's one of those things where it's like, for me, I live near Cleveland. Not far of a drive for me to go up there if I want to watch a Cavs, a Guardians game, a Browns game. It's not that far. But for these fans, they're going to have to drive an hour plus to go watch a game. And within 3 years, they're going to basically have their baseball team just ripped away from them. Not only have they had their football team ripped away from them with the Oakland Raiders, now they're going to have their baseball team ripped away from them. And a couple of years ago, they had their basketball team ripped away from them. Some of you don't realize, the Golden State Warriors, they were in Oakland. They're all those years when they were winning those titles with Steph, and whenever KD was there, they were in Oakland. Back when it was Oracle Arena, but now they went down to San Francisco. Now they're, and some people say, well, they're still kind of in California, they're still in the area, people can still be a fan of them, but there's a difference. Look at baseball. Oakland baseball team, San Francisco baseball team. Moving a basketball team from Oakland to San Francisco, that's like basically just taking a whole trying to take the fan base's team away from them. I'm thinking the owner of the Oakland A's, he's trying to just think this as, well, they'll get over it, we'll brush it under the rug, we'll get over this in a couple years. But the fans are going to hold on to this, and these next 3 years are going to be just straight up trouble for the owner, for baseball, the MLB. MLBPA is going to be going after this ownership. They're going to be going after it, because I don't think anybody's going to like playing in a minor league team or minor league field. I just don't think they're going to like it. But my final send-off is this. I feel bad for the Oakland fans. I feel bad for everybody in Oakland, not just for baseball, for football, basketball, everything. They're just getting their hearts ripped out over and over and over again. I feel bad for them. But other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully, you guys did go and enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy it, as always, make sure you drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciative to do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you think Oakland owner is a cheap son of a bitch? Like I said, if you think anything I said, if you agree or disagree with anything like I said, go ahead and leave your complete opinion down in the comment section down below. Be more than welcome to talk about it with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do post here and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified second I post. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.